Yeah, and next we are privileged to have him with us, Mr. Toby Tiberghien, East Asia Cluster Managing Director from Alstom, Thailand, who will be speaking on leading the way to greener and smarter mobility. Please join me welcoming Mr. Toby on the stage.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Toby Tiberghien, Managing Director East Asia for Alstom. I'm delighted to be here today to share with you the experience of Alstom in Thailand and also to show how we're driving a smart and sustainable solution, mobility solution in Thailand and in the rest of the world. And thanks again for the invitation here. I think these 2 days are a fantastic opportunity to bring the academics, the public and the private sectors, to bring them together and to share experience and how to develop the railway know-how here within Thailand. So Alstom, we have a long journey in Alstom in regards of greener and smarter mobility. We have been many times pioneer in the different solution of the network. And we work closely with our stakeholders to make the rail transport more intuitive. So I just wanted first to share with you what is Alstom in Thailand. In fact, Alstom have a rich history here already in Thailand with a presence for more than 40 years ago. We have been playing and delivering solutions, starting with locomotive to SRT in the 1975s and other projects later on. But also, very early, we believed in Thailand, I will say, ability to develop expertise, and we set up our engineering hub, first a signaling engineer hub, here in Asia, in Thailand, for more than 25 years. We have today in Alstom more than 970 employees. We will certainly crush 1,000 before the end of the year. And you can see that we bring a lot of different nationalities together, more than 24 nationalities together, to bring the experience from the different parts of the world. But we also are here to develop the local competencies, and we are more than 88% of Thai employees here in our engineering center and offices in Bangkok. Second point is, it's not only an engineering center on signaling, but we are combining all the expertise that we need in the railway. So we have signaling and we have system turnkey abilities know-how here in Bangkok. And since a couple of years, we are now having already more than 1 million hours spent every year on engineering for Thailand and for worldwide. Alstom Bangkok, Alstom Thailand, is involved in more than 100 projects worldwide. So just to give you another side of the expertise that we have, as I said, we are trying to cover the full expertise in terms of railway subject here in our site in Thailand. We have expertise in electromechanical subsystem, in signaling. We have expertise in integration systems, expertise in product development. We are spending roughly 5 million euros of R&D every year here in our engineering centers in Thailand. And we have expertise in commissioning and service on the different fleet. On top of that, it's not only an engineering center. We have decided, because we consider that Thailand has also a strategic position within the Asia area and East Asia area. Our headquarters office are here in Thailand, and all the central functions, so I would say finance, HR, legal, commercials, are here. So we are delivering projects for Thailand, project for worldwide, answering also some maintenance activities, developing service center here, and providing regional engineering. So for us, Thailand, Alstom in Thailand is already a long, long journey. As I mentioned at the beginning, we start in the 1970s with delivery of the locomotive, then a few projects with SRT in the end of the 90s, beginning of 2000, and then our, I would say, urban experience started with the different projects on Green Line, Blue Line, Purple Line, and on the other different lines that we have. Up to now, recently, as you can see in July, we have supported the revenue service of monorail Yellow Line here in Thailand. Just to give you some iconic projects, and where you can see here contributing from the engineering side that we have in Bangkok. We are highly contributing and involved in the different projects for Thailand and overseas. So here again, BTS SkyTrain Green Line, the Pink and Yellow Line, the Gold Line, the Purple Line, and also you can see projects in Malaysia, India, Australia, or even one iconic one which are in Mexico with Train Maya. And we are continuing to support new projects in Philippines, in the different places of the world. So I wanted to say that we early believe that we have here the ecosystem from the different universities, the different willingness of the government, of RTRDA, and the other associations on railway and research development to develop the expertise and develop the know-how of railway here in Thailand. And I think this is the best way, putting in place engineering center with different testing labs that some of you will have the opportunity to visit on 2 days later, to have a partnership and developing new solutions, having R&D projects together. Now, let me present you also two other aspects which is a concern and could be a topic for Thailand. Is first the high-speed solution, and later on solution regarding to green mobility. So first regarding to high-speed solution. So Alstom, along with our partners, we start, I would say, in the 1970s with the SNCF in France, and then globally on the world, have been partnering to deliver more than today 2,900 high-speed trains over 25 countries. We have bring our expertise in high-speed train design and development to different countries. I think you could have seen some iconic transfer transfer of knowledge to Korea, to China, to other countries in the world related to our high-speed technology. So we have more than 40 years experience in terms of designing and manufacturing high-speed train, and we are always looking how to improve the solutions. So we have developed around the years different solutions, looking at how to improve reduce the traveling time, and this is thanks, for example, to the tickling solutions that we have developed in Alstom on the high-speed rail, or how to optimize the energy consumptions. More recently, so with our new developed Avelia Horizon solution, we have reached another 20% less energy consumptions, which by improving the aerodynamics and the traction efficiency. Again, just to make the link to also the third part of the presentation, High-speed rail is the most sustainable way versus air and road to connect cities together. We have been, I think, repeating this since the beginning of the day with Dr. Catherine Luger, with the other participants after that railway solution is effectively emitting much more or less. We are talking about 10 times less CO2 emission per kilometer, lower overall energy consumptions, and lower overall land occupations. Okay. All right, so last part related to, I will say, greener mobility is on the fuel solutions. So let me introduce the different green solutions that we in Alstom believe in. So just to, again, repeat a little bit where railway stands. As you can see, the train is one of the least emitting mode of transport. Okay. If you compare the rails in terms of gas emissions, we are 19th, where if you look the bus 63, the plane 123, and the car 148. So Alstom has committed to directly contribute to the sustainable development goals and have the plan to reach by 2050 the net zero emission. So it is key, and we look at that in all our operation. We look, you know, the emission of CO2, there is different level of aspect or different scope, what we call scope 1 and 2, which is more linked to our operations. Scope 3, which are more linked to our overall supply chain, including suppliers in one side, customers the other side. So we have already ambitious target by 2025 to reduce by 25% our energy consumptions and to be 100% in terms of eco-design of our solutions. And by 2030, we will continue our CO2 reduction, and by 2050, we will reach net zero. So in terms of solutions, there is two ways in terms to reach this, I would say, net zero emissions when we have non-electrified lines. Okay? We have solution for new line or new assets, okay? And which is, for example, battery solution on the right, BMU, or hydrogen solutions with fuel cells. And we have also solutions when the line existing assets are existing on how to having B modes or how to help to support retractioning. And that's why we have some B mode solutions, diesel, EMU, hybrids, diesel plus energy solutions together. On this aspect, to reach the green targets that we have in the different countries, we need to have a panel of solutions which should be applicable to each type of scenario. So, hydrogen solutions. Alstom is, I would say, the first one to have implemented in revenue service a hydrogen train, intercity hydrogen train in Germany. It's running since September 2022. Especially developing in Germany and in Italy first. We have a Coradia I-Linked in Germany and Coradia Stream also in Italy. And it's just the beginning of the journey on hydrogen. Okay. The hydrogen, of course, hydrogen train need an infrastructure. And this is where things around need to be discussed with the different authorities, need to have planned in advance because we need to have the ecosystem in place. And of course, it's worthwhile when from the beginning, the hydrogen that we are using, we are pushing to green hydrogen production. So hydrogen are today's common to be used in some trucks, in some cars, etc. Now it's become on the train. It's just the beginning. And we think it is a promising area to further develop. hydrogen has several advantages. Of course, it's a zero emissions. Okay. It's a high reliable and high availability. It's allowed to very long distance. We are able to run 1,000 kilometers without recharging the trains. It has a great also improvement in terms of reduced noise, okay? And other, I would say, helping the development of the ecosystem. The other type of solution are battery solution. So Alstom battery solution is another compiling solution for partially non-electrified line. Okay. So this slide will give you some quick glance of how the solution is increasingly adopted in several countries around the world. So same, we have started with, I will say, origin of Alstom, and then we start with the south of France, then we have also in Germany, that now we also have in England, in different countries. And we have battery solution in different range of products. So starting with Citadis, which is a tramway on batteries, which is running in Nice in the south of France, or in some suburban intercity solution with Extrapolis or Coradia that you have here in the different cities that we can have in Germany, and we also have in Netherlands. Okay. So with the ability on the BMU allow usually travel up to 100 kilometers on battery power alone. So it's an ideal solution, an ideal, I will say, cost-effective solution for short distance journey, or as we said, for mixed operations where we have a non-electrified line, or we have a portion of the line electrified and portion of the line non-electrified. So for instance, for example, we say usually you have 70% electrified, 30% non-electrified, you can run on batteries and recharging the batteries when you are on the electrified portion. It's allowed to have a better consumption of the energy around the line. Okay. This solution is, of course, easily applicable for new train, but it is also more and more obvious when we have already existing fleets and we would like to upgrade the fleet to a greener solutions. In that case, we have solution to retraction and moving from a pure diesel solution to a mixed solution diesel battery. Okay. So in short, as I mentioned, battery solution is good for 100 kilometers line. It's, of course, the TCO is lower, so the overall cost is lower than a pure conventional design solutions. It is a green solution as it's reducing the CO2 and also the other gas. It also have benefits in terms of noise, benefit in terms of operability, and in terms of passenger comfort. Okay. So, globally speaking, I would like to finish this presentation to once again saying that so far Alstom has been very glad to be here in Alstom for more than 40 years. We invest here in Thailand in our engineering competencies, developing the local expertise. We are glad also to say that every year we are having roughly 20 to 30 new young graduates from top 6 universities in Thailand joining our team. And we are also glad to export, I will say, Thailand expertise around the world. Now we are trying to export our Thai colleagues in projects or in other areas that we have in Australia, in Malaysia, even in US or in Europe. And we have been confident that this partnership between the different institutions, again, between private and public, is very important to develop the ecosystem and to continue towards this development of competencies here locally. So thanks again, and welcome to discuss with all of you for further partnership. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Toby Tiberghien, for your sharing your knowledge from Alstom Thailand. I think we all